Hey friends and family, I just want to take a moment and share the Mychurch story and how it started and how it was birthed with you for just a moment. But before I do, I would like to share the scripture and this thought with you. Now, we all know Jesus was a carpenter. Simon Peter was a fisherman. But Jesus tells Simon Peter in verse 4 in chapter 5, he says, when Jesus stopped speaking, he said to Simon Peter, launch out into the deep and let down your nets to catch. But Simon answered and said to him, Master, we have toiled all night and caught nothing. Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net. That's what my wife and I, Eunice, have decided to do. We've decided to, at his word, let down the net. We're moving. We've already committed a year of rent at the hotel that we've reserved. But Simon answered, said to him, Master, we have toiled all night and caught nothing. Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net. And when they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their net was breaking. So, verse 7, here it is. So they signaled to their partners in the other boats to come over and help them. I'm signaling over to my partners. Would you partner with us? Would you partner with us and help us plant this church? Would you invest and be part of the story of we're getting ready to cast the net. We've been at the Master's word, we've been spoken to cast the net, and we know it's going to be full. So full that it's going to begin to break. And we're calling our neighbors and our partners over to say, can you help us? We're about to throw these nets in, and we know because we have this to see what's going to happen. So we just want to say thank you, and here's the video of our story of Mychurch. Eunice and I, my wife and I, are just in prayer together one time, and she just stopped one day and said, being a music guy for 22 years, just said, hey, have you ever thought about pastoring? You know, like, have you ever thought about it? And I was like, yeah, you know, I would dream about it and think about it and what that would look like and what that would sound like and what I would call it. And we would talk about it behind closed doors, and the concept was always there, the idea was always there, not realizing in all actuality it was a calling. But like everyone else, we struggle with insecurities and fear or all kinds of things. But Mychurch started with a prayer. I think Mychurch is going to work on building families. If we build strong families, I think we can affect our community better. I think by building strong families, teaching them about the Bible and about Jesus, teaching them to worship, the kids, my kids and my teens to worship, I think that we can influence our community. You know, I think our community does a great job of trying to influence us, but I think we could do a better job of influencing them. So no matter what I will be facing, I will not be over. I think you expect a family environment, of course. You can expect singing, celebration. You could expect community. When you arrive at Mychurch, you'll feel right at home. I really think that. I think you'll come in and you'll see volunteers serving and smiling, parking lot attendants. You'll hear the music going. You'll hear laughter in the hallways. You could expect coffee. You could expect casual dress. You could expect fun. You could expect a service that's going to be impactful. We won't waste your time. We're going to respect your time. You can expect that your kids are going to be ministered to and not just babysat. We have 1 hour and some minutes with your children a week. We're going to use the best time to influence the best that we can. You keep me